Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Brandanda Reviews. My name is Brandon.
I'm Miranda.
And together we are Brandanda Reviews. If you're new to this, we take an album and we tell you what was good, what was bad, our favorite song, and what our general thoughts are about it. We're happy to do that because we love music.
Heck yeah.
I think our friendship, like one of the first big moments of our friendship, we'd probably met each other.
The inciting moment of our friendship.
Yeah, just a couple of times, but Miranda was like, here, I'm going to give you she was like, here, I'm going to make you a playlist of the best songs of like Reliant K and Switchfoot. And it became like a 50-song playlist. And then I was like,
they're all good.
All right, Miranda, well, I'll give you one album that I recommend. And that turned into 6 albums recommending. So we just love music. And today we are reviewing one of my favorite bands, and that's mewithoutYou. And today's release was their 4th studio album, released in 2009. It's all crazy, it's all false, it's all a dream, it's all right.
Is the name of the album.
Exactly. That's not me just ranting about life. To jump into it, what I liked about it is I just love when people take a weird concept and they make an album an experience. A lot of albums are just, all right, here's some songs about love. Or if it's a Christian artist, it's, all right, here's some songs about times are going to be tough, but God's there. Times are good, God's there. And you just kind of have this mixture, whereas this one is just like, it is...
Can you explain what the concept is?
Heck
if I know.
Yeah, I struggle too. I guess it's like little children's stories that have been turned into for adults or whatever.
Yeah.
Just with the excitement, I guess with the stakes just turned up on them. But I really love that about the album. I enjoyed all the different styles on it. And if you're a fan of mewithoutYou's other stuff, it was a huge departure from their first album. Was pretty much just screaming, to this one where it was a lot of just kind of talking and singing and that. So that's what I really enjoyed about this album.
I have not listened to a mewithoutYou album. He once burned me a copy of 10 Stories, I think is what it's called. But my car radio sucks and doesn't play half of the CDs that I own. So I still haven't listened to it. But I really enjoyed it. I think I kind of knew, like, I've listened to some of them before, and so I kind of, like, expected what happened when I went in there. Not the specifics, because I don't think there's anything specific you can expect from them. But I think it was really good, and I think, like, the general story and feeling of it was told well, like, despite me not knowing what the story was. But it seemed cohesive, at least.
I guess the only thing I didn't like about the album is, like I said, with their past stuff, there's a lot of, like, screaming on it. Whereas this one, I think Bullet to Binary Part 2 is the only song that has some screaming on it. So I enjoy Aaron Wise's screams. I think there's a lot of, like, passion behind them. So
I love a passionate scream.
I wish maybe there would have been, like, maybe 1 or 2 more songs with it on there. But not a big gripe. But I mean, here we try to, no matter what, we pull something good and bad.
Yeah. I think that, like, when I started listening to it, I was like, this is what, like, pretentious people listen to. So that kind of feel for an album isn't the best. But, I mean, like, by the time it got to the end, that kind of went away. Also, I think that, like, the albums that we review here are usually pretty, like, straightforward, and this one was not. So this one I would have had to listen to a couple times. So, I mean, it's not really a critique, because, like, good albums you have to listen to a couple times. But just from listening to it once, I'm just kind of like, oh.
So this being, like, a first time, like, listen to mewithoutYou, do you feel like this is an album that you'd listen to and you would end up listening to them again, or you would think,
oh, definitely,
I don't have the time? Really?
I mean, I think if it's something that's dumb, that's, like, you don't care about what it's saying, or you don't... Is it gonna hear us over the airplane? Okay. If you, like, don't care about, like, the content of the album or like the story being told, then I wouldn't listen to it. But I mean, by the end, I kind of cared what they were saying. So.
My favorite song off of there is probably a tie between. Over the past couple of years, I've just fallen in love with Timothy Hay. And then King Beetle on Coconut Estate is just this like amazing story and build up. So
What's that one about? Because I remember the songs, but I don't remember
the
the
King
names.
Beetle, that's the one where the beetles, they're talking about there's a fire and he keeps
Oh, yeah,
sending
yeah.
the other beetles out to figure it out.
Oh yeah, okay. I listened to that and I was like, I can't even know what they're doing right now, but this seems like a cool song. I had like 3 favorite songs. I didn't really like any until it got to Bullet to Binary Part 2. Is there Part 1 or is that just like Journey?
Yeah, I think Part 1 is like maybe on their first album.
Oh, okay. I dig that. Well, now I'm gonna listen up. But yeah, I really like that one, and then I really like Timothy Hay as well. And I'm also a sucker for like repeated, just anything repeated.
The Angel
so
of Death.
That's why. Yeah. So that's why I like Timothy Hay, and then Allah. I like that too. I also felt like maybe they were appropriating like culture that says a lot, but you know, it's fine. And I also am a sucker for big and good endings. And
Yeah.
there was a really good ending on this album. And I think Bullet to Binary had a really good ending too.
I think my biggest or my takeaways or final thoughts on the album or whatever is that I think it's a great album. If you want something different, I really suggest it. I think even though it's a really weird album, I think it might be one of their easiest to jump into because there's not all of the screams. So I highly recommend it out there if you're wanting a taste of something different. I think I recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit to get into. Like, I was fully prepared just to be like, ugh, I'm annoyed at this album, but like I ended up liking it at the end. And so like, if you're a fan of House of Heroes, like I am the number one of, then you'll probably like it, and you'll get into it enough to maybe get into the rest of the band.
All right, well there you go. Make sure you comment below and tell us, did we get it right? Are we crazy for even listening to a weird album like this? Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to Tank Media Network and check out all of our skits, some of which feature Miranda. Tank Talks, which are me and my best friend Keith chit-chatting about other kind of things and just the other random little goodies that are on there. So until next time, my name is Brandon.
I'm Miranda.
And we'll see you next time.